You're watching the Weiss channel. Today, we're going to do the quadratic formula. We have solved by factoring, we have solved by the square root method, and we solved by completing the square. There's yet one more method called the quadratic formula. Something I will not have you memorize. Okay, I will always give you the formula. I don't believe you need to memorize it because I think it's something that you could look up. You know, there are some math teachers that make you memorize it. They make you come up with a song. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. If you want to sing it to memorize it, that's fine. I'm not going to make you memorize it, okay? So, for example, let's take a look. 9n squared minus 11n minus 24, okay? So there's A, B, and C. A equals 9, the first number. B equals negative 11, the second number. C equals negative 24, the third number. So now all you have to do is plug those numbers in to this formula. X equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. All right, so instead of b, I put in negative 11. Now, I want negative b, meaning it's negative 11. Everyone understand? Right, it will be positive 11. Everyone see what I just did there? Okay. Plus or minus the square root of negative 11 squared. This will always wind up being positive because we square it. Minus 4 times 9 times negative 24 all over 2 times 9. Okay? So now we're going to figure out what all that is. Okay, so negative 11 is positive 11, plus or minus, square root. Negative 11 squared is 121. Now, you see here we have minus and a minus here. Negative times a negative is going to be a positive. Does everyone understand what I'm talking about there? Okay. So now, what is 4 times 9 times 24? 4 times 9 times 24 equals 864. 864. All over 2 times 9 is 18. And now, just add those together. What is 121 plus 864? 985. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to just leave your answer like this. 11 plus or minus square root 985 all over 18. That's it. So all you're doing is putting the numbers in for the letters and simplify. You're done. That's it. Okay? I'm not going to worry about having you break down this or simplifying the square root. The whole purpose of this lesson is to see that you understand how to replace numbers with the letters in the formula. That's all you're going to need to do. Okay? Here's your next example. All right. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, hopefully you don't have to write A equals this, B equals that, C equals that. I don't need you to write that out. You can just go right into the step of putting the numbers in for the letters. For example, X equals. Does everyone understand that A is 12, B is 3, and C is negative 16? Okay, we're good with that?
Yeah.
All right. X equals negative B, negative 3, right? Plus or minus the square root of 3 squared minus 4 times 12 times negative 16 all over 2 times 12. Is everyone okay with what I did there? Okay. I just plugged the numbers in for the letters. Okay. Simplify. X equals negative 3 plus or minus square root of 3 squared is 9. Again, I have minus times a minus is going to be plus. What is 4 times 12 times 16? 768. All over 24. Finish. X equals negative 3 plus or minus square root. What is 9 plus 768?
8.
No, 777, no? Right?
7, yep.
All over 24. Done. Okay? 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. That's all I need. Okay? Don't worry about breaking down the square root or simplifying that. Okay? Just leave it like that. All right? What? Because negative b. Okay? Good question. All right, next one. X equals positive 5, right? Why is it positive 5? Because b equals negative 5, so negative b is going to be positive 5, right? Okay? Plus or minus the square root of negative 5 squared minus 4 times 6 times negative 19. All over 2 times 6. Okay. Simplify. X equals 5 plus or minus square root of negative 5 times negative 5 is positive 25. Again, I have a minus times a minus is plus. 4 times 6 times 19 is 456. All over 12. Finish by just adding these two together. X equals 5 plus or minus square root . 481 all over 12. Okay? Done. Easy. 3 steps. That's all I'm looking for. One more time. X equals negative 7. Negative 7 because b is positive 7. Plus or minus square root of 7 squared minus 4 times 6 times negative 14 all over 2 times 6. Simplify. Negative 7 plus or minus square root 7 squared is 49. Again, I have a minus times a minus, which is going to make a plus. 4 times 6 times 14, 336. All over 12. Finish. Just by adding these two together. X equals -7 plus or minus square root 385 all over 12. This is how you do it.
Oh, back.
You've been watching the Weiss channel. Da, 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 da.